Hi everyone. Well, it is, what is it? 12:56 on Tuesday. And I should have done this on Friday, but I didn't because I ended up up in Brisbane with my daughter. She had a cocktail party for the university. Parents, you know what these things are like. You have to go up there and drink and make friends with people at the uni once a year. But one of the amazing things that actually happened last Friday was I got invited to the ACS conference, which is the Australian Computer Science Services, ACS, Australian Computer Services conference, which is really interesting. And there's some great speakers up there. I'm not one for going for many conferences, but my friend Neil Templeman invited me to go. So Neil and I sat there and listened to some of the speeches. Some were okay, some were a bit mundane, but I think in general it was nice to be out and about. I had the Meet Magic T-shirt on, which was great. But one of the things that really excited me was the fact that I bumped into one of the execs who supports us up there, and he's the current CIO of James Cook University. And one of the things that really excited me was how he ended up speaking to the president, Nick Tate, about Meet Magic. And he pitched it in such a way that was just a beautiful way to say things. He said it so much better than I could have said it. So I think I just want to say thank you for everyone up there on the week on Friday who supported us, and for everyone, all the execs who are currently supporting us with a little bit of your time. I think, as everyone knows, what we do is we create a way for executives to give back a little bit through meetings, but it's also become a great place for the executives to learn and experience, what's happening in the world of tech. And I'm sure it's no surprise to everybody, but things are changing. The B2B world is changing dramatically, and I'll share my screen with you just a little bit, so just so you can have a look at this, because I know you've seen it all before, but when you start looking at what Gartner are saying, they're talking about the future of sales and how transformational strategies need to be adopted by sales organizations now. They're talking things, Gartner expects, for example, that by 2025, 80% of the world's B2B sales interactions between suppliers and buyers will occur in digital channels. That means the buying behavior has grown even more unpredictable, COVID-19, all that sort of stuff, but market volatility, etc. But things are changing fast. I think the B2B sales organizations are going to have to transition from that old experience and sort of intuition-based selling to a data-driven selling model, and they're going to have to merge their sales processes with new ways of doing business and new ways to meet the market. And what we've created at Meet Magic is exactly that. I'll try and share my screen just so I can maybe share it. Hopefully it comes out. Bear with me one sec while I work this out. Present. In fact, first of all, what I'm going to do, I'm going to share with you a video. That might be a bit of fun. Let's have a look. Let's see if this works.
Carl Goff. I am the founder and CEO of Meet Magic, which is the world's first B2B platform that connects business leaders with vendors all over the world. Tonight we are here at the O-Bar at the top of town. We've just launched a brand new platform which is driven by AI for any executive to log in and actually get matched with vendors to have a conversation about business problems. But the good thing is, every time you have a meeting on our platform, we give money to charity. And tonight is a celebration that we've given over $1 million to the Starlight Children's Foundation. To celebrate this whole evening, my girlfriend's mother, Agnes Lee, she is the original creator of two iconic cakes, which everybody knows. These are the train cake. There's also the duck cake. She created these cakes which transformed kitchens in Australia. What Meat Magic is doing in similar fashion is we're taking something that already exists and we're making it a little bit better.
Having this wonderful fledgling platform that connects really great up-and-coming tech companies with decision makers, and also contribute to donating great money to the Starlight Foundation and other really worthy causes.
I give up 45 minutes of my time and I help 25,000 sick kids in the process. Why would you not take the opportunity to get a semi-qualified lead with someone like myself? We want to speak to you. You're not just throwing as much crap as you can and hoping some of it sticks. Your marketing budget's going to help sick kids. I don't see why you wouldn't.
On behalf of Starlight, I just want to share our enormous gratitude and heartfelt thanks to everyone in this room. It is a real amazing community that you've built, Carl. 70% of the income, it's not done anywhere else in the charity space. I can tell you that much. Knowing that this model it's innovative, it's creating better business, and it's giving so much back to the community, not only here now, globally as well. What we do at Starlight is really simple, giving happiness to sick kids. It's simple, but it's super powerful.
I think one of the toughest things for charities is trying to raise money, right? This is just another way, and I think a better way of being able to generate income and to be able to connect our execs with something that's positive and good, right? So I'm going to ask you the question of what are you doing in your life to make a difference in somebody else's? And that's how I'm going to end it tonight. So thank you. Thank you, Carl.
Thank you for coming over. We love you. So if you want to get involved with Meat Magic, it's very simple. It's completely free for executives. There's no charge. All it costs you is a little bit of your time, once a month, once a week, once a quarter. It's totally up to you. So log on to meatmagic.org, hit the apply button. We'll get your application, and then we'll log you into our platform. Once you're into the platform, you build your profile and you start making some good.
So there you have it. That was a video that we had from our launch the other week. And as you can see across the bottom of the screen, there's executives that are signing up. This is last week, just a few of the execs. So you got the CISO of UOB in Singapore. There's a VP of Aristocrat here, managing director, I think, of Optometrist Warehouse in Melbourne. Camille, who's one of the heads of HR for NAB, has come on board. So there's a lot of execs that are signing up that are getting involved in this. And the reason they're doing it is because it's simple and it's an easy way to make a difference. But it's also a very easy way to learn and to stay up to date on the latest tech trends. And this is the key, I think, for most execs, is to stay up to date and not fall behind with what's happening out there. Because as we all know, this mobile phone, sure, it changes once a year. A new version comes out, and the problem is with AI, a new version comes out next week. So there's always something new that's going to be out there. So the importance of staying ahead of it for business is critical. When you talk to people like Matt Ellis from Macquarie Bank, he's the head of engineering up there, global head of engineering. He talks about the critical nature of staying up to date with the latest trends in tech, because if they don't, they fall behind. And so what we've done is really created a way for execs to do that. And let me see if I can find this deck with you. I'll try and share this just very briefly, because we haven't put it out there yet, but it might give you an idea of what is coming. Let me see if I can share my screen. How do I do this? Slides. Maybe I can share some slides on my computer. Oh, here we go. Upload a file. I'm going to upload it now. Okay. So look. Coming. 3, 2, 1. So I'm doing this live, so it's all. I have no idea how to do it. So I'm just going to share. Hopefully, in a minute, it's processing. It's just saying 1, 2, 3. Give me a minute. And what I'm going to show you is just the problem that we're solving for executives, because this is kind of the main reason why this this thing is changing. This whole B2B world is changing now. When you hear from Gartner that 33% of all buyers desire a seller-free sales experience, you've got to understand that things are changing that fast. That the millennials, they don't want a salesperson involved, which is kind of crazy when you think about it, but that's what's happening. So this is the problem. This is Craig. It's not really Craig, but anyone who knows Luke would know it's not Craig, but we'll call him Craig for now. So Craig's a CTO, and he's, like most execs, got lots of problems in that he is over-targeted, and his emails and his cold calls are literally out of control. He hates being sold to, but he has to keep up with the latest tech trends, and he's obviously not got a lot of time to volunteer. But there again, you've got 44% of millennials that are preferring no sales rep interaction, which is these are real figures from Gartner. So Craig joins Meet Magic, and he discovers all of the value. And this is what we hear from all of the execs that come on board. There's two quotes there, one from Michael Ross and one from Ian Robinson. Michael tells us that he feels uplifted after a Meet Magic connection. Michael's a CTO of Qantas. I think he's gone now, but I think he's gone over to Jetstar. But he tells us that he feels really uplifted from these meetings. And Ian uses the knowledge to attract and retain talent into the business. So the problems that Meet Magic is solving is not just helping raise money for charity, but it's doing a whole lot of other stuff which we didn't realize. The biggest thing is that it saves time. So all that time that you have researching the vendors, we make that easy by connecting you with the vendors on our platform. So it saves all that time of research. The convenience of it means you get to meet with the vendors on your terms when you are ready, rather than the other way around. So rather than being harassed by a vendor to have a meeting, you get to actually see. I think we've got about 100 vendors on our platform now, and that's growing every day. But you get to meet, the execs get to meet with them when they're ready on their terms. The other thing that we've not spoken about yet is an exclusive peer group, which is something that the execs told us they wanted to see, and they wanted to be able to communicate with the peers, their peers. This is often where they get most of their information from. Rather than going to the vendor, they talk to their peers about the actual problem that they're trying to solve, and they use that information to make a decision. So on our platform, obviously, we're making a positive impact. It feels good, but it's also demonstrating quite a bit of leadership. So this is the platform, and I'll show you in a minute just how easy it is. But this is the platform that we've created. Now, if anyone's in tech, you'll obviously know that AI is a big deal. We've integrated AI into this platform. We're using hyper automation to actually make sure that these tools help with the buying process. It's obviously a very scalable platform because this is now global. And I think if you look on the screen, some of these people scrolling past, there's a guy called Adrian Hobbs who's signed up, and Adrian he used to be one of the big bosses over at Commonwealth Bank, and then he moved into, I think, Dubai, and he became very senior at one of the banks over there. He's now a director of I think it's G24, which is, there we go, Adrian Hobbs, G42, which is, I think, a sovereign cloud organization in the United Arab Emirates. So the reason Adrian's come on board is because he can now meet with vendors as well, globally. It doesn't matter where you are because video transcends distance. So we're talking about this scalable new way and a new digital tool to help execs become digital first buyers. And that's obviously going to help them transform that sales cycle. So when you flick through, this is what's coming. We've developed a magic circle, and this is going to be very, very cool. It's basically a news feed for execs to talk to each other and connect and communicate with each other. We'll use some AI to match them for some conversations, but there's also going to be access, a whole lot of research that we're going to put on the platform. So it might be research from the universities, it might be research from analysts, but we'll make that information available for the executives when they sign up. So not only are they getting access to information, they're getting some research data and really powerful stuff, but also to be able to communicate with each other on a platform that's kind of quiet and away from all of the noise. So let me show you just very quickly how simple this is. Because I've been going, how long have I been going now? 10 minutes or so? All right, good. I won't be too long. So what I want to do is just give you a quick view of how this platform works. So I'm going to now present, I'm going to share my screen. Let's see if I can pick a tab here. Log into Meet Magic, share. Okay. So hopefully you can see this platform. Now, what we've done is made it very, very simple. It's accessible from the home page. So I'll go back through to the home page just so you can see. I'm hoping this is all working. So if you're an executive and you want to get involved, there's actually a leaderboard here. You can have a look at these execs who are on board. Some of the biggest brands in the country. We've done almost 2,500 meetings now, which is really quite amazing. The companies that you can meet with are some of the biggest brands on the planet, which is amazing. There's that video I just showed you. But the Magic Circle is something that is going to be very useful, I think, for every exec. So if you click Enroll Now, you can sign up. It will take you through to the sign up page. Very simple to sign up with your LinkedIn or sign up with your Google account. I'm going to say that I'm already a member, so I'm going to sign up with my Google account. I'm going to log in, and I'll show it. I'll log in actually with my executive account rather than my sales account. So I'll show you from an executive perspective just what this thing is. Now, it's all pretty quiet in here because there's not a lot going on, but that's because it's not an active account, but this is my demonstration account. But as you can see at the top, you've got your requests and what's happening today. You've got the impact that you've made so far. So we're keeping a track of all the money that we've donated on your behalf, so you can keep a track of that. So here's the thing. So you're an exec and you've signed up. You've said, I want to meet with a certain kind of vendor. We'll use AI to match you. You can then, the vendors can then request a meeting with you, or they can write to you through the platform, and you get a message like this. This is Christine internally. Hi, Christine. Just a test account. So Christine's wrote to me and said, Carl, let's meet. So I can either decline that. So again, we're putting it back on your terms. So you can say yes or no, you're not interested. Or if you are interested, if that message comes across and it's really something that resonates with you, and it should because we've matched you properly, you can then suggest a time. And when you click on the date and the time, you can suggest to do it face-to-face, in person, Google Meets, Zoom, or whatever, or you can use Meet Magic Video. Now, the Meet Magic Video is kind of cool because we've integrated that whole thing into our platform now. You can add some guests into the platform, into the meeting if you want to. And when you click send that suggestion off, that will then send calendar invitations to both sides and automatically populate your calendar. So once you've had that calendar request sent, that will end up in your dashboard here. So for example, if it's today, the 31st of May, you've got a meeting that's scheduled at 12:30, whatever, you literally just click on the Meet Magic Video and it will take you straight in to the platform. How good is the quality of that? That is so good. That is way clearer than Google. And I think we've even got some way of seeing people's, not personality, but you can see, this is very cool. Look, you can see there, where is it? There was something in there about, I think you got to have more than one person on. You can see some stats about how people are feeling, which is I think it reads your face and it can tell whether you're feeling shit or not. Anyway, but that's the video. So so let's assume you're an exec, you've just had a call, you had a great call with one of our members. That call's gone really, really well. You've learned something really, really new, which is helping you solve a problem. You can then end that call. We'll say thank you. We'll send you a little bit of confetti. You then head over back to the dashboard, and you could then go straight into the Magic Circle. And this Magic Circle is what I've just showed you before, which is coming, which is a place where all the execs can communicate with each other, talk to each other, share some insights, and who knows what can happen in there. But it's a great place for the execs to actually get together and network with their peers. So that's what's coming. That's a few weeks away. The team are building that right now. We're almost there. And so what you've got now is not just a marketplace with two sides, you've got a market network. And that market network is a place which has both a marketplace and a social network. So I hope that was a little bit clearer for you guys, and have a look at the impact that we're making, which is very cool. It's the new execs that are signing up, which are coming on board more and more all the time. And that is it. That's my update, I think, for today. I've got to go now. I've got to spend the whole day tonight and tomorrow at the Watson's Bay Hotel. If anyone's around, just knock in, have a beer. So I'm up there as part of Ring Central's top partners conference. There's only 4 or 5 of us going, but it's a big shout out to Ring Central, who have basically helped me get this thing off the ground over the years. But yes, it's a Ring Central Partners Conference and should be a bit of fun. So anyway, if anyone wants to chat, my LinkedIn profile, my calendar is in there. It's June is coming up. So if you're a vendor and you've got budget to spare and you want to get rid of that budget and have some meetings, we've got thousands of execs that you can go and meet with. Get on the platform, start to use it, because you're going to have to. This is where they want to engage. They don't want to be cold called. They don't want to be emailed. They just want to be able to engage when they're ready on their terms. And I think we've got the platform to help you do that. So come at us if you want to have a chat, and we'll talk to you soon. Cheers.